37. And playing first base, number 19, Duncan Gare. Their catcher is number 24 in the 8th spot, Hudson Wilson, and their right fielder is hitting 9, number 11, Keegan Morris. For Team Ontario, hitting first, playing third, number 9, Jacob Burning. Their shortstop will hit second, that is number 2, Joey Panisho. Their designated hitter in the third spot, U11, Liam Benavidez. While in the cleanup spot is number 15, first baseman Zamina. In right field, hitting fifth, number 12, Quinn Lightfoot. On their catches in the sixth spot, 25, Sean Bradley. Noah Arkell will wear number 3, hit seventh to play left field. And number 20 will be in center field. That's Marshall Sahota in the 8th spot. And hitting 9th, playing second, number 32, Jordan Hornshaw. Their starting pitcher is number 63, Simon Santos. Your umpires for this day, behind home plate, Riley Berger and Marcel Rosotto is out on the base paths on first. Jared Conrad at second, and Juan McConnell will be at third. It's at this time that we'd like to acknowledge that this game is being played on Treaty 8 territory, the ancestral land of the Caribbean today, and the unceded territory of the Métis. As long as the sun shines, the river flows, and the grass grows, we will honor these lands. It's at this time before the duel medal game that we ask both teams to stand in front of their respective dugouts, and for you, the fans in the stands, to rise if you are able, and remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem.
It is the final game of the 2025 Baseball Canada U18 Nationals here in Fort McMurray. This one for all the marbles, and it will feature Ontario versus British Columbia. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Matthew Decker with all your action this evening, and these two teams earned their right to battle for a gold medal. For Ontario, bit of a scare in their first game against Alberta, a 10-5 win in extra innings, a 7-inning game that went 10, included 2 grand slams in that contest. Since then, they have practically cruised their way here to the gold medal game. On the other side, British Columbia, they've had to run the gauntlet to get to their place here. It's been a memorable season for all of them, and they would love to cap it off with bringing a gold medal back to Cloverdale, a team based out of Cloverdale who had not been to nationals in about a decade. Manitoba, they will start this off with Santos on the mound. Simon Santos, he was the pitcher that stepped into the extra innings game back on Thursday. Maybe a little bit of a rough stretch for him, an error that extended the contest, gave up a grand slam, but he still managed to come away with the victory. Let's see where his nerves are as he takes on this lineup for British Columbia. Batting order: Mateo Macero, Logan Gebert, Riley Walters, Matthew Fortuna, Noah Corrente, Dylan Bird, Duncan Gare, Hudson Wilson, and then Kian Morris will wrap it up for the Cloverdale Rangers out of the Greater Vancouver area, representing British Columbia. Ontario's team based out of Mississauga, and a Mississauga program that is well decorated at the national level. Mississauga having won national gold medals in 2022 and 2023. Their manager is saying, though, that this group, this season, because of all the bumps in the road, everything they've gone through, probably the tightest group from those two national champions. Can they bring gold back to Ontario again this season? 6:31 local time here at Legacy Dodge Field. It will be Mateo Macero against Santos. And the first pitch from Simon Santos, high and inside for a ball. This gold medal game is well underway at Legacy Dodge Field. A ground ball coming across, second baseman Hornchuk. He'll make the play, and that's one down for Ontario in the top of the first. Both teams don't want to quite say relatively comfortable outings in their semifinal contest. BC did blank Fort McMurray 5-0. Ontario hammering Manitoba 13-4. There's a lot of confidence between these two teams. All of that being said, one might say that Ontario is the favorite in this contest. BC trying to prove everybody wrong as Logan Gebert is up at the plate. Sees a couple of balls fly by him. He's up in the count, 2-0. Have a hit in 17 plate appearances so far this tournament. However, ahead of the count, 3-0. He has taken a few different walks so far in this game. That one, though, finds the inside of the plate. Situation for Gebert, where he can keep the bat on his shoulder, wait for the pitch that he likes. Doesn't get it, is walked instead, and British Columbia has a base runner early in this game. Riley Walters will step up to bat. 7 hits in 26 plate appearances so far this tournament. He's also found ways to extend at-bats. 10 quality at-bats to his name here in Fort McMurray, and that basically means being able to go about 6+ pitches in an at-bat. Takes a ball early on from Santos. Simon Santos trying to settle into this game. 1 inning pitch so far. This is a pop fly into center field. It is caught. Sahota calling off his right fielder Lightfoot, and that's 2 down. One of the big bats for British Columbia is stepping up to the plate, Matthew Fortuna.
Number 1, Matthew Fortuna.
11 hits and 27 plate appearances. A .556 on-base percentage. Here's a ground ball, it goes right to Santos. He'll do most of the legwork, and that does it for the top of the first inning. No score between British Columbia and Ontario. This is gold medal action at Legacy Dodge Field in Fort McMurray.
Offering continued support of the national championships and ongoing guidance that strengthens the relationship between professional and amateur baseball in Canada. Baseball Canada extends a
Yeah, he is one that had the air grand slam against, but he still managed to get the win. They were up 10 G's, and then Alberta hit a grand slam to tie it. Yeah, and then grand slam by Alberta to tie it. No, I think it was 2-3. I remember, I couldn't see it. Yeah. Trust me, I'm playing round 2 and I might have Bottom of the first inning, Ontario will get their first plate appearances. Leadoff hitter Jacob Burney leads them out. Burney, 11 quality at-bats so far this tournament. Has 5 hits and 24 plate appearances, and he'll foul off the first pitch he sees by Dylan Bird. He will be the starter for British Columbia, also batting in the designated hitter spot. You could argue that Dylan Bird is British Columbia's MVP so far this tournament. We'll get to his numbers, at least with a bat later on. Trying to lead the charge for his team as they hunt after a national championship here in Fort McMurray. 1-1 pitch, fouled off by Burney. Burney has gone deep in at-bats so far this tournament. Watches a throw go high for ball number 2, which evens the count. It's a deep Ontario team. It's a very tight-knit Ontario team. And if you can't tell, a very vocal one right below our broadcast location. You can hear them trying to get into the head of Dylan Bird. Here's the full count pitch. Fouled off. And that will extend the at-bat, the first one of this game between Dylan Bird and Jacob Burney. Swung on and missed. Bird gets Burney swinging. And the leadoff man is retired. That will bring up Joey Canicho. Canicho is a hitter to keep your eye on. And first pitch, he sends it into left field. That will be a single. And both teams finding ways to get a man on base in the first inning. Designated hitter Liam Benavidez will now step up to the plate. Watches the first pitch go high for a ball. Benavidez 6 hits, 21 plate appearances. He's also pitched 2 innings in this game, or in this tournament rather. Takes a fastball inside for a strike, and that evens the count at 1 apiece. That one is low for a ball. Attempted steal, and Cananisho is safe at second. That was a tight throw. There was a slight collision between Cananisho and Macero. The Ontario runner is safe and is in scoring position. Benavidez watches another one go by for a called strike. It evens the count at 2 apiece. Benavidez does have 1 home run in this tournament, but don't expect to see any here. It's a ground ball. The shortstop diving across, but unable to handle it was Gibbert. It'll be a base hit for Benavidez as Gibbert was at a full stretch. And the knockdown might have been important as well. If he doesn't do that, then Cananisho is in to score. Ontario with runners on the corners, 1 out in the bottom of the first. They are threatening early in this game. Zamina will now step up to the plate. 18 plate appearances, 5 hits. First pitch swinging, and he misses. Has 4 RBIs so far this tournament, as there's a pickoff attempt at first. Dylan Bird trying to get himself out of a bit of a predicament. Swung on and missed, attempted stolen base, but sliding underneath the throw is Benavidez. He'll end up on second. Zamina now in an 0-2 hold at the plate. Last thing he's going to want to do is strike out against Dylan Bird. That will give British Columbia an out in this inning. And Mina manages to foul it off to stay alive. And when I say an out, as in 2 men gone, you're not worried about any deep hits at that point. They're not there yet, however. Remains 0-2 between Bird and Mina. Mina calls for time. In a way, it looked like there was a little bit of confusion between Bird and his catcher Wilson, so they get themselves onto the same page. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. That was massive for Dylan Bird. 2 retired runners in scoring position. And Dylan Bird has given himself an opportunity to escape this inning unscathed. Quinn Lightfoot will now step up to the plate. 8 hits in 22 plate appearances this tournament. Swinging at the first pitch and missing. As Bird's confidence begins to build on the mound. This one, though, into the dirt. Wilson does a good job of keeping the ball in front of him. That holds Cananisho at third. We get set for the 1-1 pitch. Runners on second and third, 2 outs. It's the gold medal game between British Columbia and Ontario. That one finds the outside of the plate. And Dylan Bird looking to escape the bottom of the first. Here's the 1-2 pitch. That was low. Did he go? No, he did not. And the count is now even. Very good-sized crowd here at Legacy Dodge Field. The teams have arrived for the closing ceremonies, which will begin immediately at the conclusion of this gold medal game. Swung on and missed! Dylan Bird with 3 strikeouts in the first inning. This game is still scoreless after 1. Getting set for the top of the second inning between British Columbia and Ontario, with a national championship on the line here in Fort McMurray. There's no score between these two combatants. Noah Carente will step up to the plate for British Columbia to lead things off. 7 hits and 19 plate appearances. First pitch swinging, but he fouls this one off. It's been very interesting hearing how these two teams have been handling the pitching. Ontario electing to select guys to go the entire length of 105 pitches in a game. Both teams saying that they've been blessed with having plenty of arms between them. Ontario, I believe they even said they have 5 guys who could pitch today if they elect to do so. And this is one from Santos that goes in behind of Carente for a ball. What's very interesting as well is seeing how teams this tournament have been dealing with missing pieces. There's been a lot of players who would normally be with their squads gone. Like Ontario has 3 guys who played at Canada Summer Games in Newfoundland, which was going on the same time as this tournament. One other player went to college early. Other teams in this event, Saskatchewan missing their top 5 guys who went to the Canada Summer Games, as Carente strikes out swinging to start this second inning. Saskatchewan team that won bronze at Canada Summer Games in St. John's. Sometimes you wonder if these tournaments were staggered a little bit. How would a Saskatchewan have done in this event instead of finishing in a placement game? Well, here's Dylan Bird, first pitch, swinging right to the second baseman, Horncha. He'll make the play. And a very quick retirement to Dylan Bird. Duncan Gare will now step up to the plate. He's playing first base tonight. 2 hits and 14 plate appearances this tournament. But he has gone deep in his at-bats with 7 quality at-bats. First pitch, though, swinging, is popped up in foul territory. They're racing for it, but the ball will float out of play. 17 pitches so far for Simon Santos in this game. I believe he is still eligible to go the full 105 tonight if they choose so. Other pitch misses outside. That one will be a ball to even the count. Again, pitchers are allowed a maximum of 105 in an outing, but there is a 150 pitch cap to the tournament. Out in deep center field was Duncan Gare, and it's 3 up, 3 down for Ontario in the top of the second. Still no score between these two teams. Bottom of the second inning, still no score in this gold medal game between British Columbia and Ontario. Leading out the team from Mississauga will be Sean Bradley, the catcher. So far in this tournament, Bradley he's been excellent. 6 hits and 14 plate appearances, but he takes a strike in his first offering from Dylan Bird. 10 quality at-bats, 13 RBIs. He's been excellent. This one, though, launched right at the third baseman. An easy play made by Matthew Fortuna. And this defensive struggle continues on at Legacy Dodge Field. Noah Arkell is now up to bat for Ontario. 8 hits and 22 appearances so far this tournament. Patient at the plate, takes a ball. This Ontario team can hurt you in many different ways. When they get rolling, it is hard to stop them. A 1-0 pitch from Bird, high for another ball. Dylan Bird is able to go the full 105 pitches this evening. Santos does have a limit of 102 before he reaches his tournament max. However, after a 22-pitch first inning, finds himself with another lengthy at-bat against Noah Arkell. Does throw a strike here, and the count is now 3-1. This one popped up in foul territory. It will float over top of the grandstand, and it's now a full count between Arkell and Bird. Nobody on, one out. Ground ball bounces into foul territory. And we've gone through 6 pitches so far in this at-bat. Marshall Sahota waits in the on-deck circle. He hit a grand slam in Ontario's opening game on Thursday against Alberta. And this is one that's launched into left field, and it's going to be in between of the outfielders. Running towards second base, sliding in, and making it is Noah Arkell. That will be a double for Mississauga. As Arkell put on the Jets on that run. It'll be his second double of the tournament. And now it brings up Marshall Sahota. Sahota, who has 8 hits this tournament and 22 plate appearances. 6 RBIs as well. Shows a bunt up the middle, scooped up by Bird. He throws it to first. It's in time. A sacrifice bunt by Sahota will advance Arkell to third. However, there's also 2 away for BC. Bird will look to get himself out of the second inning in similar fashion to the first. Bottom of the order, Jordan Horncha will step up to bat. Praised by his manager to myself before the game for doing everything. He's kind of slid a little under the radar. 5 hits and 17 at-bats. He's done a lot of the little things right. This one pelted, but it floats well foul towards the football field next door. Here's the 0-1 pitch. It's a grounder. Bird will track it down, tosses it to first, and that will do it for 2 innings of play at Legacy Dodge Field. It's a defensive struggle in this gold medal showdown. Still no score between these 2 teams. Top of the third inning in this gold medal showdown between British Columbia and Ontario. No score to speak of. Hudson Wilson will lead out BC to start this inning. He takes a ball on the first pitch he sees from Simon Santos. It's just the 9th plate appearance for Wilson this tournament. He has 2 hits to his name. Takes a strike here to even the count at 1-1. Base percentage for Wilson of .625, so he's drawn a few walks as well, proving that he has patience with the bat. He's up in this count, 2-1 so far against Santos. That pitch will miss high. BC is threatening to get the leadoff man on base. They don't have a hit. They've had 1 runner on, courtesy of a walk in the first inning. Wilson swings on and misses. He liked that pitch, but it had a little too much steam that he could handle. And it's now a full count in against the first batter of the third inning. And he swings on and misses again. That ball floated outside. Wilson tried to check his swing, but he was unable to do so. And that is the 6th straight retirement for Ontario defensively, as Kian Morris will now step up to the dish. Noticing that Simon Santos has picked up his rhythm. He's shortened his waiting in between of pitches, and he is rolling with another swing and a miss, this time from Morris. Count is at 1-1. Still looking for first run of this gold medal game. That pitch finds the inside of the plate. And Santos looks to strike out his 2nd straight batter. That one, though, a little too far inside as Morris took a step back to avoid being hit by the pitch. Six plate appearances so far this tournament from Morris. 2 hits. That one, though, fouled off. Count remains 2-2 as we approach the middle stages of the 7-inning contest. That one finds the plate. It's a 2nd straight strikeout by Simon Santos. 2 away in the top of the 3rd. As both offenses continue to try to find some traction in northern Alberta. First pitch by Mateo Massaro is fouled off. Grounded out to second baseman Horncha in the first. He'll dig in against Santos, who has found his rhythm, but he throws the ball here. Massaro, 615 on base percentage coming into this gold medal contest. Patiently waits on the plate as another ball is called high. The count is now 2-1. It's been a defensive struggle at Legacy Dodge Field with a national championship on the line. Every team in attendance, fans in Fort McMurray watching as well. The excitement has not died down after the host took home a bronze medal earlier today, and that one inside. It's the second walk thrown by Simon Santos. British Columbia with a runner at first. And Logan Gebert up at the plate. He was walked in his first at-bat.
Number 7, Logan Gebert.
Rangers team, their first time at Nationals in about a decade. You're going home with the medal. The only question is, what's its color? Looking to cement themselves in the history books. As Gebert takes another ball. That one, though, finds the plate. And it evens the count at 1 apiece. BC's not quite as vocal in their dugout as we've seen Ontario's. Both teams very much locked in. They've earned their spot in this gold medal game. The 1-1 pitch inside for another ball. As now we watched Simon Santos go from bang, bang, bang with his pitches to now slowing everything down and taking his time. Trying to regain his rhythm with a runner on first, 2 outs. That one swung on and missed. It was a heater that was high. But Gebert couldn't find it. Simon Santos with an opportunity to get himself out of this inning, potentially with 3 strikeouts of his own. The 2-2 pitch, foul back. Massaro will head back to first base as he will go scampering off to second immediately after the pitch. Logan Gebert, Simon Santos. Count is 2-2 with 1 on. No score between British Columbia and Ontario in the top of the 3rd. That pitch will miss outside. And it's another full count this inning for Simon Santos. This time against Logan Gebert. Can Ontario get out of the top of the 3rd? Will BC extend it? This one is pushed into right field. Underneath it is Lightfoot, and that will do it for the top of the 3rd inning. Defensive struggle continues between these 2 teams. Still no score at Legacy Dodge Field. The 2025 gold medal is up for grabs in Fort McMurray. Bottom of the 3rd inning, and we head to the top of the order for Ontario. Jacob Burney struck out in his first plate appearance. He'll go head-to-head against Dylan Bird. Bird, who's at 34 pitches through 2 innings of work. Starts this one with a ball that's low towards the turf. It's a game that has been tightly contested. Defense reigns supreme. This one is a belter into right field. Coming across and jumping to make the grab is Morris. Kean Morris almost couldn't quite reach it, but he climbed the ladder. And that's one down for British Columbia in the bottom of the third. Joey Kainicho is now up at the plate, a single in his first at-bat. Entered this game with 10 hits and 23 plate appearances, a .522 on base percentage. First pitch swinging is out into left field, but comfortably making the grab is Noah Corrente. A stolen base. First pitch he sees. Just inside for a ball. A .500 on-base percentage for Benavidez. He swings at this one, but bounces foul towards Ontario's dugout. Legacy Dodge Field, home of the Fort McMurray Giants in the Western Canadian Baseball League. Their hometown dugout right below our broadcast location that houses the Ontario squad. Road dugout rather, where British Columbia is housed. 1-2 pitch, ground ball, scooped up by Fortuna. He'll make the throw, and it was snagged by Care. 3 up, 3 down for British Columbia to wrap up the third inning. Still no score between these two teams.
The 2025 Baseball Canada 18U National Championship, presented by Fort McMurray 468 First Nation Economic Development, shines because of you. Our volunteers keep the magic alive every inning. Thanks for making game day a grand slam.
Gold medal game at the 2025 U18 Baseball Canada Nationals has sped by so far. No score between British Columbia and Ontario. Riley Walters will swing at the first pitch right back to Santos, who makes the play. It's a quick out to start this fourth inning for Ontario. Santos is now at 44 pitches so far tonight. He'll take on Matthew Fortuna, grounded out to Santos in the first, takes a ball on the first feed he sees. Whose offense will find traction first? Talking with the coaches, they said, you just gotta play simple baseball, mistake-free baseball. Throw the strikes, take care of the bounces defensively. The rest will come its way. So far they've done that. No errors between these two teams. There was 6 combined between Fort McMurray and Manitoba in the bronze medal game that had tons of twists and turns. This one so far just as entertaining with a national championship on the line. Here's the 2-1 feed from Santos. High for a ball. Fortuna will reset himself as he's waiting for the pitch that he wants. A .556 on base percentage this tournament, but he fouls this one back. And it's a full count between Fortuna and Santos. Fortuna has hit 1 home run already in this tournament. That was against Saskatchewan on Thursday. And he'll take a walk here. It's the 3rd one of the game by Simon Santos. It gets a runner on first. Will BC be the first team to find blood as we approach the halfway point of this gold medal game? Noah Corrente will now step up to the plate. Struck out in his first appearance to start the 2nd inning. Watches a ball float by him as British Columbia is showing their patience at the plate. Corrente's done an excellent job getting on base so far in this tournament with a .632 on base percentage. Fortuna's sitting there at first. The 1-0 pitch inside for a ball. Corrente also has 2 triples to his name in 19 plate appearances. This one fouls back into the sweets. Look out below. As one of the players for Prince Edward Island fumbled it, and the ball will roll to a lucky young fan. I believe that's part of Nova Scotia's squad. They're parked right next to British Columbia's dugout. PEI in behind of home plate. I see Newfoundland down there as well. And this one, Corrente hit by a pitch. Square in the back. For the first time tonight, British Columbia will have 2 base runners. Only 1 out to speak of in the top of the 4th. And their most dangerous hitter, Dylan Bird, will step up to the plate. How dangerous? He only has a .722 batting average so far this tournament. That is exceptional for anyone at any level. 2 doubles. Doesn't have a home run yet, but he has 15 RBIs to his name. And with runners on first and second, he'll look to open the scoring here at Legacy Dodge Field. Swung at the first pitch from Santos and missed. Bird 0 for 1 so far in this game. Grounded out to second baseman Horncha. Trying to push this ball into the outfield. Here's the 0-1 pitch from Simon Santos. Inside for a ball. The noise from the dugouts has increased. The way this game has gone, you have a feeling the first run will be massive for either side. Fans waiting in eager anticipation. The 1-1 pitch finds the inside of the plate. And Dylan Bird in danger of being struck out in this 4th inning. Ball into the dirt for ball number 2. Bradley keeps it in front of him, ensures that the runners cannot both advance into scoring position. It's an even count. Simon Santos against Dylan Bird. The pitcher for Ontario against British Columbia's most dangerous batter this tournament. It's a ground ball out of the reach of Santos. There's one tag, and it's a double play for Ontario. Horncha with the tag on the runner to second and the throw out to first. The team representing Mississauga will escape, and it remains scoreless after the top of the fourth inning.
Now let's check out who's on the dugout. Maya, what's going on?
I'm here with OG, and we're gonna make some noise for some baseball. Yeah, Arlene, I don't sound that excited. Arlene, select. Let's go.
Bottom of the fourth inning, we're still looking for our first run in this gold medal game between British Columbia and Ontario. Zay Mina swings and misses on the first pitch from Dylan Bird. Both teams have had moments to strike in this game, but it has been a defensive struggle. Another strike thrown by Dylan Bird, and he's got the advantage in this at-bat, 0-2. Who will get that all-important first run in the seven-inning contest? That one misses low. And Mina stays alive in this at-bat. That's a batting average of .417 so far in this tournament. On-base percentage of .588. But he strikes out here. Bat on his shoulder. It will be the fourth strikeout of the night for Dylan Bird, and one down in the bottom of the fourth. Quinn Lightfoot will step up to the plate for Ontario. This is an Ontario team, specifically a Mississauga team, that has made their mark at the national level. Gold medalists in 2022 and 2023. This team arguably even more talented than those two additions, but they find themselves in a struggle here at Legacy Dodge Field. Foul ball evens the count at one apiece. This one finds the inside of the plate. And Bird has the advantage, looking for a second strikeout of the inning. And he'll get it! Lightfoot swings on and misses. That is strikeout number 5 for Dylan Bird. And he'll look to keep the momentum going with Sean Bradley, the catcher, stepping up to the plate.
Number 25, Sean Bradley.
Action continues to heat up down at field level along with the temperature today. It's been the best day all weekend for ball. You've seen a little bit of everything except for snow here in Fort McMurray this weekend. We've seen rain delays, fog delays, lightning delays as well. Thankfully, no smoke. Some days have stretched into the early hours of the morning with games on Thursday ending at 1 a.m. It's all come to this contest. The 2-1 pitch. This one popped deep into left field. That one will land at the wall. This will be extra bases for Sean Bradley. Thought about a triple, but he stumbled over second base. He will settle for the double for Ontario. That one was crushed by Sean Bradley. You know it's a good hit when the outfielders have their backs turned to home plate. And now a runner in scoring position. It's the fourth hit of the game for Team Ontario. Can they be the ones who draw first blood in Fort McMurray? Arkell swings and misses the first pitch from Dylan Bird. Bird digs in, looking to keep this scoreless game intact. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That finds the plate. And Bird is one strike away from ending this fourth inning. Runner on second. No score between these two teams. A national championship on the line. And this one is line, but it floats foul. And the at-bat continues. It's been a very well-attended event. A very well-watched event. And we want to thank Neville Video Productions for live streaming all of the games. My understanding, almost 400 people watching this game on YouTube right now. And did that one find the legs? No, it's a ball. It's a wild pitch. And Bradley will advance to third base. Ontario is threatening to score first. The 1-2 pitch. This one, it's taped. Is it over the center fielder? No, it isn't. It's grabbed by Walters. That will end the fourth inning. We are still looking for our first run of the game in the 2025 Baseball Canada U18 National Championships in Fort McMurray. Top of the 5th inning, no score between British Columbia and Ontario in this gold medal game at Legacy Dodge Field. Duncan Gare will lead out British Columbia in this inning. First pitch, high for a ball. There was an appeal on the check swing. That does not go through, as these two teams have been able to get runners towards third base, but nobody has reached home just yet. What should not be forgotten right now, Simon Santos, the pitcher for Ontario, is working on a no-hitter through 4 innings of the 7-inning game. And that one is fouled off down left field, brings the count to 1-2. There's some baseball purists out there who will get mad at me for mentioning that, calling it the commentator's curse. I, for one, do not believe in such superstitions. That pitch outside for another ball. Taylor has had his struggles this tournament. At the plate, a 182 batting average, 214 on base percentage. This one, though, popped. It isn't a foul territory. Hustling but not able to catch up with the ball was Bernie. Jacob Bernie just didn't quite have enough wheels to get after that looper. Count remains 2-2. While Ontario have managed 4 hits in this game. Twice they've gotten runners to third base. Dylan Burge struck out next 2 batters in the first to get him out of that one. A deep fly ball caught by his center fielder, Riley Walters, to end the 4th. Part of the reason why we're still scoreless in Fort McMurray for this gold medal game. The 2-2 pitch, outside for another ball. It's a full count. Santos so far at 65 pitches. Why is that important? Well, he's nearing his tournament maximum of 150 throughout the entire weekend. He can go a max of 102 this game. Ground ball. Horncha has it. He'll make the toss. And that's 1 down in the top of the 5th for Ontario. It's also interesting to note the 4th time in this game that Santos has found himself with a full count. Taking on the catcher, Hudson Wilson, and he makes Wilson swing and miss on the first pitch he faces. 2 strikeouts for Santos so far in this game. That one was near head height. And it'll even the count at 1-1. Santos with the windup. Outside for another ball. Bradley had to stretch to control that pitch. Wilson trying to find a crack in the armor. This one, it's a high, it's a shallow fly ball in right field. And Quinn Lightfoot takes command. He'll make the grab. 2 down for Ontario, and the top of the 5th. Still no score between these 2 teams. Cam Morris will now step up to the plate. Struck out his first appearance back in the 3rd inning. Looking for British Columbia's first hit of the night in this gold medal game. Thought about swinging, but he holds off. That will be a ball. Santos now reaching 71 pitches on the outing. Ontario, though, they do have a handful of arms they can turn to. That is always the interesting dilemma, especially in these tournaments where there's the 150 pitch max for the entire event. 105 pitches. If a pitcher reaches reaches that 105 mark in a single outing, then they are also done for the tournament. Some teams playing 5-6 games, much like Ontario. Others, like British Columbia, this is their 8th game of the tournament. So it's always interesting to see how do these teams manage their pitchers throughout the event. And here it will be a 4-pitch walk by Simon Santos. That is walk number 4 on the night. Morris will take first. And we head to the top of the order with Mateo Massaro. He was walked his last at-bat. 0 for 1 so far this evening.
On the order, number 10, Mateo Massaro.
Who will find the first run of this gold medal game? So far, it's 5 straight balls thrown by Simon Santos. It's his 75th pitch of the outing. Will we start to see any activity from Ontario's bullpen? So far, no. 1-0 pitch. Popped up in foul territory. That one will float into the grandstands, and it evens the count. Viewers from all over the nation watching this game right now, particularly in British Columbia and Ontario. Still no score between these two teams. 1-1 pitch fouled off once again by Massaro. That one lands on top of the grandstand. And everyone here at McDonald Island Park hoping that one doesn't end up in an air conditioner unit. Santos looking to get himself out of the top of the 5th inning. The 1-2 pitch. It looked good from our viewpoint, but the home plate umpire says otherwise. That evens the count at 2, and we continue on with this at-bat between Massaro and Simon Santos. Another ball, attempted steal, and sliding into second is Kiam Morris. He'll steal the base. Simon Santos has yet another full count, this time against Mateo Massaro. It's his 5th full count of the night. Will Ontario end the top of the 5th, or will BC extend it? The full count offering from Ontario. It's a blooper, but underneath it is Hornte to make the grab. And that will do it. Heading to the bottom of the 5th. Still no score in this gold medal game between Ontario and British Columbia. Marshall Sahota will start the bottom of the 5th inning for Ontario. Still no score between themselves and British Columbia. First at bat for Sahota was a sacrifice bunt. This one is looping towards right field, but tracking it down is Kiam Morris. And it's a quick retirement to start off the bottom of the 5th inning. It's been excellent defensive play by both these two teams, frustrating the offenses. Dylan Bird has reached 59 pitches. He's been economical, he's been efficient. He has 5 strikeouts to his name as well, and he'll face Jordan Horncha. First pitch, low for a ball. Horncha grounded out to Bird back in the second. Had a moment to open the scoring then with Arkell at third, but couldn't bring him home. This one, though, is wired up the middle. It'll be a single for Horncha and Ontario. Will that be the spark in this game that gets the offenses going as we head back to the top of the order? Jacob Burney, 0 for 2, flew out into right field in his last plate appearance, trying to advance Horncha at first base. 1 out. First pitch fouled back by Burney towards the concessions. Good sized crowd here at Legacy Dodge Field to take in the final contest of this 2025 U18 National Tournament. Despite the weather, despite some of the delays, it's been well attended, it's been well versed, and it's been oh so entertaining from all the 11 teams in attendance. Between these two teams battling for gold, and Newfoundland and Alberta, who finished at the bottom, as there's a throw into the outfield. Horncha will steal second. Error credited, though, to the catcher, as Horncha was not able to advance to third, but he is in scoring position with just 1 out. The count is 2-1. That one, though, swung on and missed by Burney. Burney will step away and have a conversation with his manager to go over strategy, maybe calm down Jacob Burney. He struck out once in this game. That was back in the first inning. This time he has a runner in scoring position. He'd love to be the reason to open the scoring here at Legacy Dodge Field. The 2-2 pitch from Bird. Pop foul. And we'll redo the 2-2 count. That pitch low. Horncha was getting ready to scamper to third, but Wilson did a great job of keeping the ball underneath him and locating it quickly. He holds the runner. This one, a ground ball right to second baseman Macero. He'll make the throw to first. And that's 2 retired in the bottom of the 5th inning for British Columbia. Horncha does advance to third base. Ontario is threatening, knocking on the door. We're still looking for the first run of this game, and one of the best offensive threats this tournament for the team from Mississauga. Joey Canicho steps up to the plate. Takes a ball on his first offering. Canicho, 1 for 2 so far today. A single in the first. Flew out to left field in the third. This one, it's a fly ball into right field. It's corralled easily by Morris. 5 innings in the books here at Legacy Dodge Field. We are still looking for our first run of the game. are approaching the late stages of this gold medal game between British Columbia and Ontario. Still no score between these two teams. Logan Gebert will step up to the plate, takes a ball on his first offering from Simon Santos. The defense has been strong for both these two teams, but this one, fly ball, center field, corralled by Sahota, and it's one down for Ontario to start the sixth inning. A no-hitter still intact by the team from Mississauga. Riley Walters would love to spoil that stat line. He's 0 for 2, grounded out to the pitcher's last at bat. This one a bouncer to third base. The throw is in time. And just like that, 2 away in the top of the sixth inning. Bernie made the throw to Mina look easy. And now Matthew Fortuna will step up to the plate. Was walked his last at bat in the fourth. Takes a ball early on as Santos picks up his rhythm on the mound. That one will find the zone to even the count at 1 apiece. Santos, 85 pitches so far this game. He does have a limit of 102. Looks very composed after a shaky appearance on Thursday against Alberta. Finds the plate once again. Has the advantage, 1-2, looking to end the top of the sixth inning. Here's the pitch. Struck him out! It's a quick 3 up, 3 down by Ontario, and we remain scoreless at Legacy Dodge Field. Bottom of the sixth inning, no score between British Columbia and Ontario. Ontario is up at bat with Liam Benavides. He'll take a ball from Dylan Bird, who has very little tread on his arm so far in this game. That was pitch number 71. He can go the full 105 in this contest. Second pitch inside for ball number 2. There is one defensive change for British Columbia. It's out in right field where Lucas Dance replaces Kian Morris. See, what does he add? Maybe is a little more effective at the plate. Time will tell, but right now Dylan Bird in danger of walking Benavides, the designated hitter. Do not expect Liam to swing at this next pitch, no matter how close it is. And it does miss. That will be a walk. Benavides will head to first. It is the first walk of the game as well by Dylan Bird. Leadoff man, hoping he can make a little bit of noise for Ontario. Mina will now step up to the plate for Ontario. There is a discussion between pitcher and catcher. British Columbia has started a little bit of work in their bullpen with a couple of players starting their warm-up procedures. Will they be needed? Mina will dig in. Struck out in each of his 2 at-bats so far tonight. The pickoff attempt. Benavides gets back in time. Ground ball just gets by the first baseman, Gare, into the outfield. Benavides heads for third, and he's in safe. Ontario with runners on the corners, nobody out. They are threatening to open the scoring at Legacy Dodge Field, as Quinn Lightfoot will step up to the plate. The 6'6" right fielder, hoping to use full extension in this at-bat. He had 8 hits entering this game. Struck out in his 2 at-bats so far tonight, but all of that can be forgotten here. Ground ball to the shortstop. 1 out is done. Second one made, and they're hold on to the ball. A massive double play by British Columbia. The bonus, Benavides held at third. And there is an escape plan for British Columbia in this 6th inning.
Number 25 from Ontario, Sean Bradley.
A 6-4-3 double play. What was the one quote from Q to James Bond? 2 things, never let them see you bleed and always have an escape plan. Well, this one will be caught, and the scoring has been opened here at Legacy Dodge Field. Heading to third is Sean Bradley, and the throw over the head of the third baseman into the dugout. And maybe what's fortunate for British Columbia, the ball went in towards the dugout, but basically all of Ontario's players from the dugout were out on the field, and so the umpires would not allow the runner to advance on what could have been potentially an erroneous throw. That won't matter. The first run has been scored. It's been by Ontario on their 7th hit of the night. Can they keep the momentum rolling? It's a pop-up, but it's over top of the netting by Noah Arkell. He has a double in this game, but flew out to center field his last at-bat. And in a contest where defense has reigned supreme, it almost feels like one could be enough. The count is now 1-1 to Noah Arkell. Sean Bradley standing at third base. This throw from Bird is high. The warm-up procedures in the bullpen for British Columbia have intensified. Can't quite catch the number from our vantage point with the sun in our eyes. Meanwhile, 2-1 pitch from Bird. Misses outside for another ball. Ontario is looking to kick the door in. They've already got a breach and found themselves a run to open the scoring in this gold medal game. The 3-1 pitch, fouled off. It's a full count. The fourth full count of the game by Dylan Bird, this time against Noah Arkell. The last time they were in a full count between these two, Arkell hit a double. This is a high fly ball into left field, but underneath of it, making the grab is Noah Carente. The sixth inning is over. Ontario has opened the scoring. We head to the top of the seventh. The no-hitter intact and an opportunity to win a gold medal. Can Ontario wrap it up and win their third gold medal in 4 years at the Nationals? We are about to find out, and Simon Santos will head back to the mound. Top of the seventh inning. An opportunity for gold for Team Ontario. If they make it, it's their third in 4 years. The no-hitter intact. Simon Santos on the mound against Noah Carente. Carente has been solid at the plate all tournament, and in behind him is the most dangerous hitter for BC, Dylan Bird. It's a 1-0 game in favor of Ontario, scoring in the bottom of the sixth. Santos, 88 pitches. He has another 14 to his disposal before he has to be replaced. Keep in mind, when he reaches that 102 mark, he will be allowed to finish that at bat. Ontario hoping that won't be the case. 2-0 pitch, high for a ball. And Santos in danger of walking the leadoff man, Noah Carente, with Dylan Bird waiting in the wings. one inside. It's a leadoff walk for British Columbia. That will be their 5th walk of the game. Will they pitch to Dylan Bird? He is 0 for 2 so far in this game, including grounding out into a double play, his last at-bat in the 4th. However, he'll enter this game with a .722 batting average. More than likely will be the offensive player of the tournament. However, it's a pitching change for Mississauga. Santos comes out, 91 pitches, a no-hitter intact for Ontario, and he will be replaced by Burney. Jacob Burney, who is at third base, will step in. A designated hitter, Liam Benavides, will replace Burney at third. And the first man that Burney will face at the plate is the best hitter of the tournament so far, Dylan Bird. With one man on first and nobody out. A gold medal on the line in this decisive 7th inning. It's been a thrilling national championship here in Fort McMurray as we approach what could be a picturesque finish between British Columbia and Ontario. The warm-up for Burney is done. He will go head-to-head against Dylan Bird. 0 for 2 so far tonight. Puts down a bunt. He'll get the runner to second. The throw is in time. It's a sacrifice bunt by Dylan Bird. And it moves Noah Corrente into scoring position. An intriguing moment by British Columbia, taking their best hitter and putting him into a sacrifice bunt scenario. But right now, BC is focused on one run. That's what they need to tie up this game. Duncan Gare will step up to the plate. 0 for 2 so far tonight. Grounded out to the second baseman, Horncha, in the 5th. A runner on second with one out. And Gare swings and misses at the first offering by Jacob Burney. Tension builds at Legacy Dodge Field. The 0-1 pitch, a ground ball. Horncha has it, throws to first. Out number 2 for Ontario. Corrente will be standing at third base. BC trying to tie up this game. Ontario looking for their 3rd gold medal in 4 years and to complete the no-hitter. And it's going to be a pinch hitter for British Columbia. Jace Ferguson steps in to bat. Ferguson has 3 hits and 25 plate appearances this tournament. 3 RBIs to his name. Can he keep the championship alive for British Columbia? Line drive, that will break the no-hitter, and we are tied at Legacy Dodge Field. First pitch swinging is Jace Ferguson. The no-no has been snapped. And we're back at square one as Lucas Dance steps up to the plate.
Now to play 14, Lucas Dance.
On their final lifeline, and BC finds a way to knot this game up. How will Ontario bounce back? Their manager praised them. This is a group that is built on adversity. Can they find a way to dig deep here in this 1-1 tie? Lucas Dance, his first plate appearance of the night. Did he get hit by a pitch, or did that catch his bat? Umpire says it caught his bat. That's a foul ball. Dance thought it got a piece of him. And the count is now 1-2. Lucas Dance, no hits in 5 plate appearances. Runner at first, 2 outs. This one is popped towards center field. Coming in is Sahota. He'll make the grab. And we will play the bottom of the 7th inning. We are tied in this gold medal contest at 1-1.
We have prizes to give away for the Easton Height Bat. It's on a red ticket, 170-88030. Martin Kearney, you're the winner of the bat. For the Easton Alpha Bat, 170-88054. Max Smith, congratulations, you just won an Easton Alpha. And here's your winning number for your 50-50 for $1,025. Breakouts for 50-50 tickets for today. 1-800-501-91. That number again, 1-800-501-91. You just won $1,025. Winning your prize right now at the 50-50 table.
This has been a phenomenal game at Legacy Dodge Field. The national championship up for grabs. Ontario, they were 1 out away from completing a no-hitter in this gold medal game. Pinch hitter Jace Ferguson comes in, first pitch swinging, ties up the contest, and now we're here in the bottom of the 7th. Marshall Sahota will try to lead it off for Ontario. He sees a ball go over his head as Dylan Bird remains in the game. 85 pitches. How much tread, though, is left on that arm? Another high ball thrown by Bird. There was a warm-up in the bullpen for BC earlier. Getting ready was Lyndon Gamel. Is he back there warming up once again? Potentially. The 2-0 pitch. This one, it's deep. It's to center field, but parking himself underneath of it is Walters. He'll get the first out of the bottom of the 7th for British Columbia. And Jordan Horncha, who has been praised by his manager, will step up to the plate for this team based out of Mississauga. A single his last at-bat. He's 1 for 2. First pitch swinging, it floats to left field, and making the catch is Noah Corrente. That's 2 away in the 7th inning, and only 4 pitches thrown by Dylan Bird. 88 in this game. He can go a max of 105. And we head to the top of the order with Jacob Burney, who is currently the pitcher for Ontario. 0 for 3 so far tonight. But it can all be forgotten. The 1-0 pitch into the dirt. And will skip by the catcher Wilson to the backstop. As Burney is just hoping to get himself on base and give his team a chance to walk off this gold medal game. Swung on and missed. Expected the fastball, got the off-speed pitch. It floats by Burney, and the count is now 2-1. What a game here at Legacy Dodge Field. This is another fly ball into center field, and it's 3 up, 3 down for British Columbia. 7 innings will not be enough. We need extras here at Legacy Dodge Field. This gold medal game is tied at 1 apiece. It is extra innings here at Legacy Dodge Field. As per the rules for every medal game, regular baseball continues on. And British Columbia elects a pinch hitter in Sam Moore, who has gone 3 for 27 so far this tournament. Fouls this one back to even the count at 1 apiece as he goes head-to-head against Jacob Burney. Burney stepped in to replace Simon Santos. Ontario, they had a no-hitter right up to the last out of the 7th. Then pinch hitter Jace Ferguson, first pitch swinging, rifled it past the shortstop into the outfield for the game-tying run. It has given British Columbia life. And a gold medal very much up for grabs in Fort McMurray. Here's the 1-2 pitch from Burney. Just outside for a ball. It evens the count. This has been a game built on defense, but it's had several twists and turns. Another pitch inside. It's a full count between Moore and Bernie. However you paint it, it will be agony and ecstasy here at Legacy Dodge Field. This one pulled down the right line, but foul. And the leadoff man will face a 7th pitch in this at-bat. Check your heart rates. You know those two teams are attempting that right now. This one popped. It floats to right field. Lightfoot comes across and he'll make the catch. One down. In this 8th inning, Logan Gebert will step up to the plate. 0 for 2 so far tonight. Swings at the first pitch and misses. Flew out to the center fielder, Sahota, his last at-bat. That was in the 6th inning. Trying to find a spark. Fouls the second one off. Gebert has come out aggressive in this at-bat. Did he go around? Yes, he did. A strikeout by Jacob Bernie. And it's 2 down in the top of the 8th. Riley Walters will now step up to the plate. He's 0 for 3 tonight.
33, Riley Walters.
Batting average in the tournament. A .308 on base percentage. Takes a ball on his first pitch from Bernie. Swings at the next one and misses to even the count. This game worthy of gold medal standards from both these two teams. A ground ball right at the catcher, or at the pitcher rather, Bernie. And Ontario will go 3 up, 3 down in the 8th. They make short work of British Columbia and a chance to win it in extras, as Dylan Bird remains on the mound for British Columbia.
Let's make some noise for extra innings baseball.
Their top hitter stepping up to the plate.
Number 2, Joey Kanaisho.
A gold medal on the line in the U18 Baseball Canada National Championships. First pitch from Bird just misses the zone for a ball. He goes head-to-head against Joey Kanaisho. 1 for 3 so far tonight. Flew out to right field his last at-bats. He's been excellent with a .522 on-base percentage so far in this tournament. Fouls this one into the stands. It's a game where offense has been at a premium, but the excitement has not. Ontario has dominated the hit column, but they can't find an advantage. It's another ball thrown by Dylan Bird, and the count's now 2-1. Bird has reached 95 pitches on the night. He can go another 10. Ground ball. Shortstop dives, makes the grab. Is the throw in time? No, it's not. It misses the first baseman. Scooped up, back to second, and they got him! Conanisho tried to take advantage of an error, but he was thrown out by the catcher, Bryden White. He will get a single for sure. But what a play, a 2-6
Number 11,
out.
Liam Benavidez.
And it's one down for BC in this topsy-turvy game. Just when we thought we saw it all, this tournament continues to surprise us. Liam Benavidez is up at the plate. Walked his last at-bats, made it as far as third. He is 1 for 2 with a single in the first, and finds himself in a 1-1 count against Dylan Bird. That one low for another ball. It's been a heavyweight fight here at Legacy Dodge Field. Both teams swinging at each other, but nobody can get themselves out in front. The 100th pitch thrown by Dylan Bird is inside for a ball, and the count is now 3-1. Benavidez, will he take back-to-back walks? We'll have to wait and see. Called strike. The count is now even. It's a line drive out to right field, but tracking it down is Lucas Dance. That's the second out of the bottom of the eighth. And Z Mina will now step up to the plate, looking to keep this inning alive.
15, Zay Mina.
This will probably be the last batter faced by Dylan Bird, who just threw his 103rd pitch. He's gone the distance. He's gone beyond a tournament complete game into an extra inning, trying to force a ninth. That pitch high for another ball. And a confirmation between the umpire and the scoring crew here at Legacy Dodge Field indicates this will be the final batter faced by Dylan Bird. The 2-0 pitch. Swung on and missed by Mina. It's a foul tip according to the home plate umpire. Both these teams will be able to walk away from the national championships with their heads held high, but who will be going home with the gold medal? Ground ball bounces foul. And the count is now evened at 2-2. The final batter for Dylan Bird. Will he end this 8th inning? We are in extras right now and force a 9th. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Just outside. It'll be the second straight full count for Dylan Bird in this inning. Mina steps back, takes a deep breath. Wants to find a way to get himself on base and bring up Quinn Lightfoot. Here's the full count pitch. It's popped up. It's in foul territory and out of play. Landing on the roof of the press box. And the at-bat will continue between these two teams. This one is wired, but it will go foul. And the at-bat reaching its 8th pitch. Tied at 1 in extra innings. The full count pitch. It's a line drive out to right field, and he's got it! He lost it for a second, and then he found it. 3 up, 3 down, 8 innings. Not enough in this gold medal game. We will head to a 9th, tied at 1 apiece.
Number 1, Matthew Fortuna.
Top of the 9th inning. It's the second extra inning of this gold medal game. British Columbia and Ontario tied at 1 apiece. Matthew Fortuna's up to bat for British Columbia against Jacob Burney. Ground ball bounces foul. Evens the count at 1 apiece. Fortuna 0 for 2 so far this evening. Struck out his last at-bat. Did make it on base back in the 4th inning where he was walked. He sees another ball go by him. And he has the advantage in this at-bat. This one finds the inside of the plate. Bernie's had a little bit of mustard on his throws. Some of us kind of wish that the pitch speed clock was on right now. This one, though, into the dirt. And it will be a full count to start this 9th inning between Matthew Fortuna and Jacob Burney. outside. British Columbia gets a lead-off walk to start this 9th inning. And Noah Corrente, he's 0 for 1 tonight, but
Number
by a pitch in the
45, Noah
fourth,
Corrente.
walked in the 7th. He is the lone run for British Columbia in this game. And right behind him is Dylan Bird. There's a bunt, but it's straight up in the air. And snagged by Bernie. The sacrifice bunt, disastrous for Noah Corrente. And it's one retired by Ontario in the top of the 9th. And Dylan Bird
Now at the
steps up
plate,
to
18,
the plate.
Dylan Bird.
0 for 2, sacrifice bunt his last appearance. Doubt we'll see that once again with one out, but you never know. What can he do? Swings on and misses. Bird did a terrific job of getting British Columbia to this point. Stretching his pitch count into the 8th. 8 full innings of work. And now his bat pulls a ball into the outfield. Runners on first and second for British Columbia with 1 out. That's what Dylan Bird will do. The
Now
front
hitting
runner for
19,
offensive
Duncan
player of
Gare.
the tournament gets himself on base. Duncan Gare will now follow up. 0 for 3. Hoping to make a little bit of hay with a runner in scoring position. BC would love to find their first lead of the game. The 1-0 pitch finds the outside of the plate, and that evens the count at 1 apiece. We know there will be a new pitcher for British Columbia in the bottom of the 9th, but will they have a lead to work with or not? The 1-1 pitch, swung on and missed. Might have been fouled off as well. Jacob Bernie will look for his 2nd strikeout of the night. Misses high and outside. Evens the count at 2 apiece. It's been an error-free game so far for these two teams. Runners on first and second, tied at 1. Pitch inside brings us to a full count between Duncan Gare and Jacob Bernie. High intensity, high pressure. It's the situation we're in right now. On the line, the 2025 National Championship and national glory. Ground ball off the tip of the glove of Bernie. Everyone's safe, and British Columbia loads the bases. That was a very difficult play. I would think it'd be a base hit for British Columbia, as Bernie would have needed 7-foot stilts to reach that hopper. And British Columbia, bases loaded, 1 out, a chance for their first lead of this gold medal game in extra innings. 7 has not been enough. 8 has not been enough. Will 9 be the difference?
Now
between
coming to the
these two
plate for Team
teams?
British Columbia, number
In the
15,
Canada
Bryden
Summer
White.
Games out in New Newfoundland this week. British Columbia won gold over Quebec there. Can they double up national glory in the same week? Bryden White will step up to the plate. It's his first appearance with a bat tonight. One hit in 17 plate appearances this tournament. Fouls off the first pitch into the grandstand. And a huge cheer as one of the parents nabbed it out of midair. Everyone's excited here at Legacy Dodge Field. That one finds the inside of the plate for a strike. And White finds himself down 0-2 in this at-bat. One out, bases loaded. White swings on and misses. A massive strikeout for Jacob Burney and Team Ontario. They have an opportunity of getting themselves out of this
14,
jam in extra
Lucas
innings.
Dance.
And Lucas Dance steps up to the plate. 0 for 1 so far tonight. And he takes a ball on the first pitch by Burney. That was tight. Swinging and missing his Dance. The count is now 1-1. All of the participants of this tournament are now in attendance. And they are just as hyped up as these two teams. The 1-1 pitch in the dirt. And a bullet dodged by Team Ontario. Bradley was rolling. He wasn't sure where the ball went. Fortuna thought about it, but he wasn't quite on his toes, and he remains at third base. It's still a 1-1 tie with 2 outs in the top of the 9th. That one misses inside as well. The count is now 3-1. Will Burney battle back? Will he walk in the go-ahead run? That one finds the plate. And it's going to be a full count. Bases loaded. 2 outs. This gold medal game tied at 1 apiece. And it's a walk. British Columbia takes their first lead of the game. Excitement in the dugouts.
Now hitting 21, Sam Moore.
The Cloverdale Rangers in the greater Vancouver area have a 2-1 lead, and the next ball popped up and caught in the infield. British Columbia, an opportunity for gold as they head to the bottom of the 9th with a 2-1 lead.
Now pitching number 16, Lyndon Gemmel. Now hitting for Team Ontario, number 12, Quinn Lightfoot.
Bottom of the 9th inning, British Columbia leads this game 2-1. And as Dylan Bird ran out of pitches back in the 8th, they will replace him with Lyndon Gemmell. Gemmell already has 6 innings pitched in this tournament. And in the largest moment of his career to this point, we have hit dusk here at Legacy Dodge Field. That one finds the inside of the plate. And the count is 1-1. Quinn Lightfoot up to bat. 0 for 3 tonight. Struck out 2 times. Fouls off the next pitch from Gemmell. In a game where the defense has ruled, BC's been opportunistic. They were down to their last out, survived. Loaded the bases in the top of the 9th, and a walk brought Matthew Fortuna home. Will this game end in the 9th inning, or will we continue on in Fort McMurray? Here's the 1-2 pitch. This one is pushed. It's into center field. Walters is underneath it. He makes the first out. And that's 1 down for British Columbia in this 9th inning. .1 innings pitched by Lyndon Gemmell in this tournament so far. He's given up 4 hits.
Now hitting 25, Sean Bradley.
Struck out 7 batters. And he's now up against Sean Bradley, and Bradley has been deadly this game. 2 for 3, a double, a triple, his last at-bat, trying to keep Ontario alive. Watches a ball go low, and that evens the count at 1-1. Has a batting average of .545 in this tournament. Lays off another pitch. The count is now 2-1. A .571 on base percentage for Sean Bradley. 13 RBIs. Another pitch. Misses just to the inside. Will Ontario get a man on base? And they will. That is a walk. British Columbia appealed on the check swing and did not get it. And Ontario will now send in a pinch runner in Ethan Borovilos. Meanwhile, up at the plate, it's Noah Arkell. 1 for 3, flew out to left field. His last at-bats, had a double in the 2nd.
Number 3, Noah Arkell.
1 out, 1 on. BC leads it 2-1. Another pitch, misses high. Have the feeling the nerves are at an all-time high for these two teams. Arkell swings and misses. Chance for stolen base. He's out. Borovilos caught stealing. Arkell takes a strike. And Ontario is down to their final out in this gold medal game. A quick calm down signal by Lyndon Gemmell at the mound. The 1-1 pitch. inside for a ball. That throw from Bryden White was on the mark. A line drive into right field. The tying run is on board for Ontario as Arkell sent it to right field. And Marshall Sahota will step up to the plate. He represents the game-winning run for Ontario. However, 0 for 3 so far this evening, 0 for 2 so far this evening, as his first at-bat was a sacrifice bunt. Lyndon Gamel reties his shoelace, takes a deep breath on the mound, trying to will his team to a gold medal. It's been roughly a decade since Cloverdale was last at a national championship. First pitch swinging and missing is Sahota. Second pitch high for a ball, and the count is now even. How massive in this game is that runner caught stealing? Is that the difference between a gold medal for these two teams? It's a high fly ball. British Columbia calling for it, and they've won gold! National champions in Fort McMurray! Lucas Dance with the final out. BC stuck around. They were down to their final outs, and they have come back to win it in extras. They are 2025 national champions in Baseball Canada's under 18 level. What a finish. Stay tuned, we'll end the stream. We'll send it downstairs for the closing ceremonies here at Legacy Dodge Field. And the next voice you will hear will be that of public address announcer Jerry Neville. On behalf of the entire crew here at Legacy Dodge Field in the press box, I'm Matthew Decker. Thank you for joining us in this exciting national championship. British Columbia gold medalists here in Fort McMurray.